Hi Aries, this is your monthly May tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my monthly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll get you an advice for the whole month of May. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love in May. We have the Ten of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the Six of Swords clarified by the Nine of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Sun with the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. And we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a Leo, or a Gemini, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. Not as only a general reading, it's a very powerful reading. Very powerful. It's like you're taking matters into your own hands, but I'm kind of surprised because every Aries I've ever known, you guys always have matters in your own hands all the time, right? And what's happening here, you're either dealing with two people and you're saying no to one of them and instead moving forward with another suitor. For some of you, you could be getting out of one relationship and starting a new relationship. And you could be getting out of one relationship so you could start the relationship, or those two could be two separate events. You could be getting out of one relationship earlier in May and then finding true love, the right person later. For some of you, you could be saying no to the past, or if you just dealing with just one person, and if your close ones disapprove, you're gonna say, you know what, I don't care, we love each other and we're gonna move forward no matter what any of you think. You know, it could be something like that. But I definitely see new person entering your life and you're moving forward with at least one of them, right? So yeah, the very first card that came out is the Ten of Swords, and it's clarified by the Ace of Swords. Both are very decisive energy. And I think it's coming from you. The Ten of Swords is a card of an abrupt ending. Like, you're gonna say something, you know what, that's it, I'm done. Or, you know what, I don't care what any of you think, I'm moving forward no matter what. So that's what the Ten of Swords here represents. And with the Ace of Swords, this is you being very straightforward, very direct. The Ace of Swords, you're either cutting somebody out of your life and starting a new relationship with somebody, or you're just relaying your message to whoever you're dealing with, that you're either done with them and you're moving forward with another person, or you're telling somebody in your surroundings that you don't care about what they think because you're going to move forward with that person anyway. Right? We also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. The Lovers is the personal Gemini card. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or the Lovers is a card of a choice. But again, it all depends on your situation. You could be choosing between two different suitors. You could be choosing to leave one relationship and start a new relationship, or you could be choosing to leave the people who oppose this connection behind and instead moving with the new person. Speaking of you moving forward, the card next to the Ten of Swords is the Six of Swords. This is you moving forward, or leaving something or someone behind and moving forward with a new person, right? And it's clarified by the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true, but at the same time, it's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. So you're doing what's good for you, what's right for you, what makes you happy, what fulfills you, right? The Knight of Cups, the next card over, is love. This is the new person right there, or one of the cards symbolizing the new person. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this is a love offer from the new person. You know, the Knight of Cups is the knight in the shining armor. The Knight of Cups is the most romantic knight out of all 4 knights. And the Knight of Cups usually talks about genuine, authentic love. Just like the Ace of Cups in the potential outcome. Speaking of the potential outcome, we do have that Ace of Cups, the last card that came out, but then we also have the Sun and the Chariot. Like I said, the Ace of Cups is all about genuine, authentic love, just like the Knight of Cups. The Sun is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with the Leo, or the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So that kind of reminds me of the Nine of Cups energy that clarifies the Six of Swords. Again, you're doing what's good for you, what makes you happy. Right, the Sun always talks about somebody feeling on top of the world, somebody feeling loved, genuinely happy. And the Chariot is the personal Cancer card. You could be dealing with a Cancer, or the Chariot is a card of moving forward, kind of similar to the Six of Swords. The Chariot is also a card of victory, success, feeling good about what you're doing. The Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the deck, so you're moving forward and you're not looking back. So yeah, it feels like some sort of a breakthrough, Aries, for you. Perhaps you were dormant, perhaps you were asleep because it was winter time, but now it's like a complete overhaul. It's like you no longer care what other people think, or you're getting out of a toxic relationship, you're getting out of a relationship that no longer serves you, or you get out of an environment that is not good for you, and instead you're moving forward with, perhaps the love of your life. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck, one of the interpretations of that card is the love of your life. That could be as simple as that. So yeah, I like it, Aries. I like it a lot. This, like I said, is a breakthrough. There's definitely genuine, authentic love entering your life, and you're moving forward with that person, and you don't care what other people think, and you're not looking back. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or 3 more spreads, depending on how the situation unfolds. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person moving forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords, we have the Hierophant, and we also have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, you're going someplace, or you're thinking of going someplace, and you're doing your research. This whole spread is about a trip that either is coming up for you in May, or it could be coming up at some point later in the summer or whenever. Right? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune could be a card of travel. The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck could definitely be a travel card. And the Knight of Swords right there in the middle, you've guessed it. It could also be a travel card. The Hierophant right next to the deck is the personal Taurus card. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Or the Hierophant is a card of a relationship or marriage. So that makes total sense. The Page of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords. This is a card of a research. Right? You are either researching your vacation or your family vacation destination in May, or perhaps you already researched it in the past, and now you definitely know where you're going. Alright, so there is no other way to interpret this spread. You're going someplace. Like I said, it could be a vacation. You could be going to another person's wedding, because the Hierophant could be somebody getting married, right? And it could be a bit unexpected. The Knight of Swords is the fastest night out of all 4 nights. But there's definitely a trip coming up. Definitely. It could be in May or at some point later. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, in May. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we'll have Mercury in retrograde starting May 10th, so that's when more exes than usual could resurface. And here's one of them, or perhaps a couple of them. We have the Five of Cups clarified by the Five of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Hermit. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Devil. And we also have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn, or perhaps both of them, or any zodiac sign. Well, there's absolutely nothing here for you, Aries. You can take my word for it, or you will just find out. There's absolutely nothing here for you. This is like really low energies here. Whoever this person is, or whoever these people are, no. Well, let's go through it real quick. The Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. This is a card of a broken heart. This is a card of a devastation. It's a card of somebody feeling stabbed in the back. This is a card of a betrayal. Okay, then we have the Five of Cups clarified by the Five of Swords, the first 2 cards that came out. The Five of Cups is a card of somebody grieving the past, regretting the past, thinking about the past, and what they're thinking about is the Five of Swords. 1 5 clarifying the other 5, by the way. The Five of Swords is a card of a ugly breakup. This is when people, slam doors on the way out. The Five of Swords is a card of a fight, or a final fight that caused this to fall apart. This could have been like the last nail in the coffin, right? Then we have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Hermit. The Nine of Swords is somebody who can't sleep at night, somebody who is stressed out, depressed. The Hermit is the personal Virgo card. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or perhaps the Hermit is all about somebody going within, doing some soul searching, isolating themselves. And then we have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Devil. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication, so you will definitely be hearing from one or two exes, right? And the Devil is the personal Capricorn card, or the Devil is perhaps somebody who is attached to you, they can't let you go. But in this case, with cards like that surrounding it, it's a very unhealthy attachment, right? A very unhealthy attachment. The Devil could also be a card of a very toxic individual, somebody who's got issues, major issues, right? So again, Aries, there's absolutely nothing here for you. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries. In May, we have the Three of Wands clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have Death. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. It kind of looks like you are making changes. You're doing it yourself. You're not being influenced by anybody or anything. It kind of feels like time has come for whatever reason, right? So with the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right, this is you facing something, facing a change, and this is you doing a lot of thinking. This is you deciding. This is you figuring things out. So for some of you, you could be thinking about it's time for you to quit this job and apply for a new job. Perhaps you've reached the top. You cannot go anywhere above where you're at. You cannot go to the next level at this particular job. For others of you, you could be deciding to quit your 9-to-5 and start your own business. For others of you, you could be thinking about changing career, or you could be thinking about what can you do to make the next move. Perhaps you will realize you'll need to take more classes, you'll need to read more books, in order for you to, start making more money. Right? So you're figuring that out with the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. With the Three of Wands, the first card that came out, this is you who's done figuring it out. You will figure it out, basically, right? The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. And I really like how we have the Two and the Three of Wands. This is the progression from you just thinking about it to you making up your mind. So with the Three of Wands, you'll know exactly what you need to do. Speaking of you're clarifying that Three of Wands. The Queen of Wands clarifying it. That is definitely you, male or female. Absolutely doesn't matter. Here comes the Death card, right there in the middle. Death is the personal Scorpio card, but I think with the Death card, this is you making that transition. Death comes in naturally, so again, I believe this is you making an educated decision, making a decision that you thought about with the Two and the Three of Wands, right? So for some of you, you could be quitting one job, starting another job, quitting your 9-to-5, starting your own business, or you perhaps will start taking classes, or you will start reading books in order for you to make a move in the future. This is you preparing yourself for that next move. And with the Three of Pentacles right next to the deck, this is a card of a business place environment or a workplace environment, right? If you run your own business, by the way, perhaps you'll think about making changes with your business. You may introduce a new line of products, or you may just overhaul your business altogether. But it's going to be a major change, but again, this is something you are doing yourself. All right? Cool. Here's the advice for you, Aries. For the whole month of May, this is from your perspective. This is what you need to do, or at least take into consideration. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the Lovers, we have the Queen of Wands, and we also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with a Gemini. This really reminds me of the first spread, the new love spread I did for you. The advice for you is going to be very similar to the advice I gave you in the extended. You can watch the extended if you want. I would really appreciate it. There's some good stuff in there. But the advice is for you, choose love. Do what's good for you, right? This is as simple and as straightforward as it gets right here. The Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck is love offer coming from the new person Right, the Eight of Wands, the first card that came out, this is perhaps a card of communication, or it's one of the fastest cards in the deck, just like the Chariot in the first spread. And the Lovers in the middle is either a Gemini you're dealing with, or this is a card of a choice, right? So you're choosing you, you're choosing love, you're choosing what's good for you. Basically, don't care what the other people say, you're just gonna do you. You're gonna do what's good for you, and what's good for you in May is this new person coming into your life with the genuine, authentic love offer with the Ace of Cups. And the Queen of Wands right next to the deck, that would be you, Aries. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. So yeah, a very simple advice. Choose love, choose what's good for you. Alright? Choose what makes you happy. So yeah, Aries, that's what I got for you for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing month. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.